What's up, YouTube? It's done up with Boys Lawn Care back at you with another video. All right, today is not nothing lawn care business related. It's just me out in the yard today, working on my own stuff in this dirty garage of mine. Yeah, I need to do better in here, man. But like, yeah, it's just gotta take care of what I got. Say I want more, but I gotta take care of what I got. So yeah, I'm gonna straighten out this garage too, one of these days this week. Yeah, so this video pretty much is about me tackling on my own yard. So I aerated. I didn't record, well, I did record some of it. I was aerating my yard. Yeah, so I cut it down real low. Yeah, I cut it down real low and aerated it. And to give you guys a little backstory, this was a Bermuda lawn 2 years ago. So it looked good all the way up to summertime. I didn't put down any fungicides. I didn't put down nothing for grubs. And yeah, pretty much the yard got taken over by insects, mainly grubs, later in the summer. And caught a few diseases in the lawn. Finally got the yard back, and then that's when the grubs took over on this side, mainly on this side and on this little patch. So this little patch, I seeded it like 2 weeks ago. I was just throwing out some seed just to see if that would take. A few of them came up, but I just went over and aerated it because I'm gonna do the whole yard. And I'm gonna try out this the most popular seed I see online. See if it lives up to the hype. The Artemis Tall Fescue blend. We're gonna try that. I usually seed with most of my clients with Let's Go. The Let's Go Select. It's pretty good for the transition zone. Cultivars are pretty good for the transition zone. And the Artemis is something different. It's a rhizonomous tall fescue blend. That's pretty new to the industry. I mean, it's been around for about a couple of years, but it's just now getting some attention. I know GCI Turf has some. Yeah, I know GCI Turf has a rhizonomous tall fescue, turf type tall fescue. Mountain View Seeds has some that I know of, and Heritage has some with the Artemis. There's plenty from my researchers, a couple of more, but it's becoming a popular thing. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna try out today. So these are the cultivars that this blend has, and these are supposed to be the best of the best. I'm hearing that they do use the same cultivars in some of these in GCIs, and yeah, so all right, so I got it. So it's called PGS seed treated with PGS gravity. It's called Gravity SL PGS. So to my knowledge, from what I've seen, I'm in these groups on Facebook like Fescue Freaks, and they're pretty much giving all the game about this stuff. From my knowledge, just looking at it, it's pretty much a steroid. Grass on steroids. So if you can see hormone, compounds, stimulant, plant growth, concentration-based biology activity. So yeah, that's a first for some grass seed. I've never seen nothing like that. So yeah, from my knowledge, what I see, people say it helps it germinate faster. And you can buy this stuff, the PGS, by itself, and I guess spray it to help the seeds germinate faster. But good seeds are germinating by like 4 to 7 days. Good seeds. I've seen people say they got. It just depends on your conditions, what you put down with it, what you what kind of topsoil or compost that could make a difference in it. The aeration, how healthy your soil is, pH, all that plays a factor in your results. I'm not really here to give no knowledge or game, but I mean, I can say this. If you're new to like doing your own yard or you doing clients' yards, get your soil tested. Like, if you having issues, I feel like if you're having issues getting grass to come up, and you got problematic areas, just get your soil tested. I mean, that's all I can say. You're just putting stuff down at that point if you can't get growth. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on today. We just trying to get to our own yard. It's a Sunday. I don't work on Sundays, so this is my time to work in the yard. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the process I'm doing with my yard. We're gonna use the 18-24-12 Let's Go starter. Pretty much, yeah, it's gonna get that grass going. The phosphorus is gonna help that new grass get that root growth that it needs. Then I'm gonna spray. And you guys, before you get to going, why would you spray? You about to see, yeah, I'm using the only stuff you can use to spray. So I'm gonna use some tenacity to put down for a little bit of pre-emergent action. That's the only, oh God. That's the only pre-emergent you can actually put down when seeding. Now, in Lowe's, let me say Scott's got a starter fertilizer with this ingredient, Trion. If I said it wrong, excuse me. But yeah, so we're gonna spray with seeding today. We're gonna put down the recommended amount. My front yard is small, y'all, so it's only 1,000 square feet. My backyard is way bigger, so we're leaving that Bermuda. So yeah, it's not a hard job for me. I got some pretty big yards to aerate as far as client-wise. So I'm going to rent out a stand-on, and I will be doing a video on that as well. I'm trying to get the stinger with the C box. I got a good bit of yards that I'm gonna do all on the same day, and I just want to get in and knock them out. So that's what I'll be doing with that. But if you've seen at the beginning of the clip, at the beginning of the video, I put a clip in of my son trying to use the billy goat, trying to help me use the billy goat, but he the Billy Goat drug us because he wouldn't let off the gas. So yeah, it's pretty funny. I might just put the clip. Yeah, I'll put it at the beginning. So, and I was just left Lowe's. So what else I'm doing? Yeah, starter. Gonna spray the tenacity. And then I got some. Compost from Lowe's while I was up there returning the aerator. So I'm gonna mix this in, and I'm putting in a wheelbarrow and just kind of in the bare spots, like this bare spot right here. Last year I used peat moss, and I don't like that stuff in my soil for some odd reason. It's just like it's still here, like it's sandy. I'm not a fan of it. I won't be using that anymore. It helped cover up the seeds and whatnot, but I don't like that. So yeah, I'm gonna get to it. I done enough talking. I'm gonna show. And no, I don't have one of those fancy spreaders. I'm still using Scott spreaders. I'm trying to work my way up to getting a Let's Go. But I have been looking at that Echo RBG 60. I'm thinking about picking that up. It's reasonable on the price, and it's got the nice tires. So I'll probably be going that route instead of going with the Let's Go. The Let's Go is like $500. That's a lot of money. I mean, you can find one used on Marketplace for like $300. I seen $300. I think cheapest one I seen used was $100, but it didn't last long. Before I can even get around the message in the person, it was gone. I usually see them for around $200 to $300 used. So yeah, we're using the Scott's Pro. It does the job. It don't leave a lot of streaks, so it's okay. It does. It's not really for pros. It's for homeowners. And yeah, we're using that. And yeah, I gotta get rid of some of the stuff in here, man. A lot of stuff I'm not using, like this BR350. This chainsaw I'm not using either. When it comes to chainsaws and stuff, if I can't use an electric chainsaw, I don't want to do the work. I'm not a tree person, so I'll probably get rid of that. I had a big job, and the job was so big I couldn't afford to just buy a brand new chainsaw just for the job, and it paid for itself and some. Yeah, so that was 2 years ago. But yeah, let me get to it. And we got her on cleanup duty. Yeah, just blowing off stuff back in the yard. That's all she doing. But she helping though. Look, she blowing. Yeah, let me give her the backpack blow. And last year I used Winning Colors. Yeah, I think they sell those out of Site One. It's four cultivars. It was a pretty good mix. I can show you how it looked last year. I'll throw a picture up here. And yeah, it was cool. I just don't like how thick the blades were. Maybe, I don't know, I cut a few yards this year with Turf Tight, and the blades were a little bit skinnier. I like the way it looked versus how my grass turned out when it matured. So that's why I'm just looking to switch it up. All right. Okay, you can see the seeds are covered in, some of the seeds are blue. I guess that's the PGS. stuff, steroids, steroid for grass. But yeah, so that's how it looks. We're gonna get it down. Then we're gonna get the starter down, and then we're gonna spray it. So we got some seed left. I put a little bit in there. The recommended rate, I did it at the recommended rate for overseed or inner seed, but we'll discuss that in another matter. But everybody uses overseed. So overseed recommended rate is Scott's. On the Scott's it was at like 5.5. I had some bare spots, so I kicked it up a notch, and I went over it a couple of times, different ways. So, you know, maybe a little bit more. Maybe you shouldn't overseed too much, but I had a lot of bare spots, so the recommended setting on the Scots for bare was I think an 8 or a 9. So yeah, just 1,000 square foot front yard, small. So I knew I was gonna have something over, but I'll put that back in the bag. We're not gonna waste no seeds. All right, so here is the settings. You see, it says let's go all rotary models at a 15. Okay, so I pulled it up on my phone. I put up the chart. The chart says let's go spreader. You go to 15. You go down to your spreader. I got a Scott's Edge Guard, and it's 15 right here. And that is 6. So we're using a 6. All right. And that's all. That's how you convert from Let's Go to Scott's